Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mark Weiner with the head coach of the Hofstra Pride Wrestling Program, Dennis Papadatos. Coach, how's it going?
When I'm with you and Jim Sheehan, it's always good, man.
I can't disagree with you, and obviously last weekend, not the best week for your team. 26-15, you lose in an EIWA matchup to the Drexel Dragons. Take us through that matchup.
The day before, we were almost out 5 starters, pretty much. And we kind of still were, even though, the day before our 25-pounder got hurt pretty bad. He wrestled anyway. He's still hurt. He's still not even really practicing. That was a match that we felt like we should have won, and we still could have won even with him being hurt. So that hurt. 33, they both just got clear from concussions. They haven't even practiced, and we just put them out there against the number 12 kid in the country. Their kid's good, though. So that was a possible result of getting pinned there anyway, even if we were 100% healthy, which we weren't. But like I said, their kid's good. 41, day before, Jamel Hudson gets a concussion. In a 45-minute easy practice, he gets a concussion in 7 minutes of live wrestling. So he's out. We forfeit 41, and no offense to that kid, Jamel on paper is supposed to tech or major that kid. So that alone wins us the duel meet with everything else that happened. Jamel just hit. And then Cody hasn't wrestled, but I made him make weight. I said let's make weight just to keep our weight down. And that probably 2 minutes before, I'm like, I think you need to wrestle. And he's like, okay. And he went out there without even practicing, without anything. He was winning 7-0 with a minute and a half riding point going into the third period against the number 20 guy in the country. And he ended up winning 7-2 because he just ran out of gas just because he hadn't practiced. That's why I laughed when the crowd was screaming, he's tired. You'd be tired too if you haven't practiced in 3 weeks against a good kid, and he dominated him. And we had him pinned. The ref should have slapped the mat. So I was happy with him. And then, Jelani's been out, just finally got cleared right after that match, and gosh, got teched. None of the things would have happened if we had our guys in, but they were what they were. Turdick should have won, Oxley should have won, both lost by a point. So even with everything else that happened, if Turdick and Oxley won like they should have, we would have won the dual meet with forfeit and 41, with losing 25, with getting teched at 57. We still would have won the dual meet, but we didn't. There was a little too much adversity to overcome. I felt like it was overcomable. So I don't think we lost on lack of effort. So just weren't fully ready to overcome all the adversity. So we'll keep plugging away, getting ready for the conference tournament.
To look at some positives from the match, Jermaine John gets his first pin of the season. What did you see from him?
He should have dominated that kid. He did a lot of crazy stuff happened in the match. The ref kind of gave that kid a lot of his points and put it in overtime. And Jermaine found a way to, Jermaine found, he got his pin, but I thought we were 10 points better than that kid, and we pinned him in overtime. So, but we'll take it, growing pains, and Jermaine's had some ups and downs in his whole career, so it was good. We'll take the win when we can get him.
Also, Michael Hughes getting a win. He's now 19-9 on the season, just a sophomore. So, what do you expect from him at the end of his sophomore campaign and then going into his junior year?
He needs to, he needs to step up big for the conference tournament. Him not qualifying for the national tournament this year is a letdown. That's the bottom line. So he needs to know that he's capable of. He's in the rankings that he should be going to the national tournament. So he's got to get it done. We got Virginia Tech, and then we got the conference tournament to get ready to go to the national tournament. So at this point, he's got to be firing on all cylinders and wrestling, to his best. Some of his 9 losses shouldn't have happened. Like I said, so now we got to be, firing on all cylinders to. He's gonna have to avenge a loss or 2 to make sure he's going to the national tournament at the conference tournament.
This Sunday, you take on Virginia Tech, senior day at the PEC. What do you expect from the Hokies?
They're arguably the best dual meet team in the country. So I expect them to come in, and they're bringing their whole, from what I've seen, they're bringing their whole starting lineup, which I thought they would, because they're using it as a get ready for their ACC tournament, a quick tune-up, which is unfortunate. We're at that place right now where Hofstra used to not be there, but right now we're at the place where Virginia Tech can use it as a tune-up before the national tournament, before the conference tournament, and the plan is to not let them use us as a tune-up. To go out and do something you're not supposed to do. As I've been saying on every interview and everyone I spoke to, on paper, we're expected to lose all 10 matches. Every one of our guys that's good is wrestling a guy that's ranked higher and expected to be better. So, someone needs to step up something and do something they're not supposed to. And more than somebody, a couple guys are supposed to, step up and do something they're not supposed to get us ready for the conference tournament. At the end of the day, it's just a practice day for, getting ready for the postseason. So no matter what happens, if we get our butts kicked, we're going to take the good out of it and move forward. And if we don't get our butts kicked, we're going to take the good out of it and move forward. But the plan is to not get our butts kicked. And the plan is to go in and compete. And the plan is, like I said, to do something you're not supposed to do. And in many cases, that's pretty much the plan, is to win.
Is the plan maybe also to kind of get healthy before the
Yes.
conference tournament, maybe not play some of your bigger guys that might have some injuries?
I am healthy is the number one reason. The only way their guys are going to be wrestling in that match is if there's got to be no con of a possibility of they're not ready to go. At this point, we're getting ready for the conference tournament. That's the most important. Like I said, a few of their studs that are wrestling, it's because they were out a lot of the season. Like their 57-pounder, he started the season ranked 5th or 4th in the country. He's only 5-0. He missed 3/4 of the season being hurt, so he's wrestling because he needs the matches. We don't really have that. We have the kind of opposite where some of our good guys, if they don't need to be in the lineup, they won't. I want them to be, but if we're not 100%, if there's a chance it's not going to have us ready for the conference tournament. Again, this is all to get ready for the conference tournament. As of right now, we're a go and everyone should be going, but that doesn't mean it's going to not change by Sunday. And if we sit people, it's not because we're afraid. It's because we need them 100% on March 6th when we wrestle the conference tournament, because that's all that matters at this point in the season.
The head coach of the Hofstra Pride Wrestling Program, Dennis Papadatos, thanks so much for the time. Good luck this week.
Thanks for having me. Get your snow shovels ready.
I will get my snow shovels ready. And Senior Day at the Physical Education Center, noon on Sunday against Virginia Tech. Come out and support the Pride.